Alright, welcome back to another original Stormtrooper PFP collection video, and this time I have a small little update. That's right, we have the price tag for the collection right now, and it is interesting. So before we begin, like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow, and let's check out what is the price tag. Sadly, they didn't put it somewhere around here, but we also got an FAQ, which is nice. But before we go through the FAQ, which I read a little bit, and it is interesting because the question still stand: who is this original Stormtrooper for, and should you be bothered? The question will be answered a little bit, right? This is mainly my opinion, and let's check out the price tag first. And we have a tweet, and it is official 0.1 ETH, and this is interesting because 0.1 ETH is about $130 plus. I forgot the exact number, but it's about 130-ish, because right now it's about 1,003 per ETH. It is interesting for sure. Yeah, price tag is crazy, because if we were to compare to certain NFTs out there, 0.1 ETH is actually quite high technically, but at the same time it's not too high depending on which NFT are you comparing to. Yeah, of course I like and retweet, because 0.1 ETH, in my opinion, is it a fair price? It's tough. It's a tough call. The main reason I'm gonna say it's probably okay, could have been a little bit cheaper, because we're gonna compare to one of the few NFTs out there that I followed, and of course we're gonna compare to the obvious Bored Ape Yacht Club, because that one is technically the gold standard for this type of PFP projects, which is interesting for sure. So who is this for? Yeah, that's interesting because of the branding, right? Do note this is not an official Star Wars NFT, right? That belongs to VV right now, and we're gonna take a look because this is important. We want to check as much as we can. So this is officially licensed to VV from Star Wars and Disney, very important. So it's copyright and trademark Lucasfilm Ltd, where this one doesn't have. This one only sells the Stormtrooper design, which is owned by Shepperton Design Studios, right? So this one, because of this dispute, yeah, and if you want to know what's the dispute for, you can check out my previous video, but I'm going to give you a short summary. Is that the creator of the Stormtrooper wants to hold the license of the creative IP, but George Lucas, being the owner of Star Wars, basically claim it's his because it's his idea and everything, which again, I'm not taking sides, I'm just putting it out there. And if you want to follow the official ruling, if it's in the US, George Lucas is under LucasArts / Disney. Out of the US, it's under Shepperton, which is in UK, and technically speaking, they can sell anywhere else except in the US because of the court ruling. Simple as that. So that's why it is a question mark of who is this for, because most of the Star Wars fan is in the US. I'm gonna be honest, it is crazy. And first thing first, we're gonna check the official merch or NFT for Star Wars, because that's a very good price point to begin with. And in this case, I'm gonna use VV, and this time I'm gonna use Darth Vader, obviously, OG. And he's the big baddie for Star Wars, if you do not know. And if you do not know, a little bit shame on you. Yeah, but at the same time, if you're not tuning, I mean, the whole reason you're tuning in this is to see what Stormtrooper, the hoo-ha on the Stormtrooper NFT, which is crazy. So this guy costs about 80 gems. 80 gems is about $80 US, and the mint is actually quite high. This one has quite high mint. 11,000, 12,000 over here, and then we got 10,000 over here, and then we got 6,000 over here. And then you were asking, hey, this is a lot of mint, and this is very interesting because it got sold out, right? Sold out, and it's fun, right? This one is the gold standard if you want to include utility into your NFT project. This is 3D, it's AR, and Sadly, it's in a custodial wallet or custodial account which is under VV. You can't take it out yet, which is a little sad. And they did promise to make it a bit ETH compatible by Immutable X. Still waiting. I'm still waiting for sure. So $80 is definitely less than 0.1 ETH. That's 100%. So $80, maybe 0.05, 0.06 ETH, give or take, for this guy. So it is a little bit expensive if we are talking in that perspective. Next, we're going to check out two more NFTs, or technically three, because one, I have to include Bored Ape Yacht Club, because Bored Ape Yacht Club started off with 0.0 ETH. Where are you, my friend? Yeah, 0.08. However, this was quite long ago. Probably it's about 100 plus as well. And of course, the price tag for Bored Ape Yacht Club is crazy, right? I'm not going to touch about that. But this is one of those things where the NFT doesn't really have a lot of utility per se, in my opinion, but gets a lot of money. Like CryptoPunks, Bored Ape. Yeah, I'm going to use Bored Ape Yacht Club because this guy, because of this is the one that shoots up the PFP style NFT, which is crazy, right? Yeah, we need utilities, so that's that. Talking about utility, of course, I'm going to bring in Recur Pass, and this one's interesting. So right now in the marketplace is about $74, $75. Yes, you can get it, and this was retail at $300. Right, this one is not in ETH; it's credit card straight. $300 is a lot, and then if you compare this to the original Stormtrooper, then your original Stormtrooper is actually very cheap. Again, do note, this is not official Star Wars, so if we were to compare that particular part, yeah, is it way too expensive? Again, very interesting. So of course, Recur Pass has a few utilities, and okay, we don't care about this because I don't really care. It's nice number. We care about the roadmap. So we have Hello Kitty, Rugrats, Real Monster, TMNT, which is nice, Godfather, Star Trek. So far I've seen mainly they are more sports orientated, especially the not non-NFL, the college football, I'll put it this way, right? College football. So it's great, it's nice. I saw their Star Trek NFT, I saw their Hello Kitty stuff. I haven't seen TNMT yet, it's been a while. I need to catch up on Recur, but this just give you an idea about it. And this one minted about 70k according to their stats. I'm gonna say cut it by half, right? Anything that they say they minted, just cut it by half. Most likely that's the user, because some user just pick 5 depends, more than one, that's for sure. And that's for Recur. And yeah, another one, this is my gold standard when you get something like Star Wars, a big brand, right? Star Wars, Marvel and everything. Of course, we want to check the DC NFT, because right now, if you're talking post PFP utility wise, DC kind of handle it a little bit better, which is nice. I've seen some of them already. In fact, I own one bad call. Right now they're retailing at 525. So this one went up. So this collection went up, retail at $300. I should have bought two, right? Hindsight, I should have grabbed two. So this one, the same thing, right? Same concept as Bored Ape Yacht Club, PFP, right? Randomly generated bad calls. And then of course you have utility. So the reason why I got into this in general, I love utility. And in this case, for the bad call has some great utility so far, and they have given some results. So exclusive product and collectibles. So check, we did have some exclusive collectibles, right? Access apparel collection, so that's normal. Of course, access to the PFP itself. Benefit at DC fan events, yes, check mark. Sadly, in the US only. A little bit painful because I would have attended. Behind the scenes, yeah, we have seen some of the exclusively curated content. I know some of them they have shown in the YouTube. Maybe somebody just record and put it, but it's nice, right? Nice little thing. Advanced access to DC NFT collection. We have some extra NFT collection for free. I've only put $300 in this collection, and I got quite a few NFTs, which is great. Voting on key aspect, original comic book. This is the main key utility that I back the DC NFT, or rather the bad call, which is voting for the comic book series, which I'm waiting. I hope it's gonna be a NFT comic book as well, and a physical product, because I really would want to have it. So if you're asking what are the collection we have so far for Bad Call, I know this is mainly for Stormtrooper, but I just want to show. So we have 1, 2, 3, and I think there's Harley Quinn as well. Yeah, there. So we have free. This one I think for people who watch the Batman. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 NFT extra utility drop for DC Call owners, which is great. So far we have 4 plus the comic book. So we already voted for the comic book. We are just waiting for the news and the outcome for it. So in this case, the Bad Call is my gold standard for the original Stormtrooper PFP collection. If they were to have utilities, it has to be something like that. The only question is, what are the utilities that they can do, since they are limited to only Stormtrooper? They can't use the Star Wars brand because it will collide and it will basically, how do you call this? Infringe the US lawsuit, copyright lawsuit. So that's that. So let me double check the FAQ. Shepperton Design Studio, check. What region, right? Available for worldwide excluding the US, check. Each original Stormtrooper is unique. We don't care about this. How do I purchase? Okay, so we have no idea how it's gonna sell yet. Is it gonna be ETH exclusive, or can we use credit card, air quotes? Yeah, like the Bad Call. So right now Bad Call is my gold standard. So, oh, fantastic. And then if you want utility, AR is nice, right? AR is cool. Oh, talking about AR, the Bad Call actually has an AR for Snapchat. You can actually wear the call, quote unquote. So that's actually one more utility there. Oof. So far the Bad Call was a good call from my side, and I think it's great. Don't care. Original Stormtrooper, big question mark over it. Okay, don't care. Limit, no, don't bother. How much would it cost? We already know, 0.1 ETH. Original spawn NFT or Ethereum. Alright, we got it. What secondary market? Original, no care. Sell, don't care. What do more details? Don't care. So far they didn't have any roadmap for the original Stormtrooper PFP collection, and in this case, I must admit, it is technically not really a red flag, but we have to be very careful. If there's no utility or close to none, or so far I wouldn't say none yet, but if the utility is as vague as Bored Ape Yacht Club and Recur, I kind of not like it. Alright, personally I don't like it. I wish it would be something like the DC NFT, but it is tough. It is tough. Will it be animated? I do hope it's animated. Would it be AR? I do hope it's AR compatible as well. If I'm just going to get a picture, it's going to be an expensive JPEG picture, which is ugh. So that's that. I'm going to stay tuned and see how it goes. Alright, so now comes to the last question. Is 0.1 ETH a fair price for the original Stormtrooper PFP collection? If you're talking about fair price per se, I would say it's borderline okay, right? Because this is still a licensed product. The only difference is it's licensed under Shepperton Design Studios, not the big house of Star Wars. That's the deal breaker for, I believe, 99%. For most people, this is a deal breaker, right? When you say Stormtrooper, everybody knows Star Wars. And in this case, yeah, it's painful, right? If I'm the Cam Star Wars side, yeah, it is something that I will admit, most likely not my thing. Number 2 is if you are a tried and true Stormtrooper, or rather, I won't say tried and true. If you are a very hardcore Stormtrooper fan, this is actually bad, right? They prefer a pure OG Stormtrooper, which is the black and white original episode 4 Stormtrooper. Done. Which is again great because the original Stormtrooper is designed by Shepperton. So that's, yeah, in a nutshell, it's a very hard call for me, whether it's a yay or nay. So in this case, I will leave it up to you guys to decide. If you are from the US, I'm gonna say I'm sorry. Most likely you won't be able to get this. And I would easily say people who are a Star Wars fan most likely will reject. Yeah, I have a feeling they will reject this because they really need that Star Wars official license. That's how it is. Whew. Anyway, that's all I have for you for today. It became quite a long-winded NFT talk, but then again, it's good, right? You get to explore a few more NFT out there. Well, again, these are not sponsored. So before I end, don't forget, do your own research, and hopefully this video bring a little bit more info to you and make the best decision for yourself. In my case, would I buy the original Stormtrooper PFP collection because of the price tag? I think I will. Right now, I'm still on the yay side, right? Not on the nay side yet. But I have to see the utility. I think the deal breaker is the utility page or the function utility plan for the original Stormtrooper PFP collection. That's all. Until then, my friends, like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. I will see you guys in the next update for the original Stormtrooper collection. Hopefully there's some good news, right? I do hope there's some good news. And until then, I'll see you on the drop then. Yup. Yeah. Bit painful. At least this is OG, right? Right?